Side effects that I found in my treatment specifically, again, it was an infusion every other week, and really I felt physically woozy and loopy after the infusion on that afternoon, and I would come back to my apartment, usually accompanied by whoever came with me that day, and I would just kind of crawl into bed and have what really helped me with settle my stomach and things like that was cranberry juice and soda, and I would have it in a wine glass, which made me feel luxurious. Just, it was one of the many little ways to treat yourself into thinking that you're having more of a spa day than an infusion. But the next day I would sleep a lot, and I would just feel it was like the worst hangover for 3 days after that infusion, basically every other week. That's the best way I can describe it. It's lightheadedness. Even brushing your teeth would make you feel drained. And I remember I would have to rest on the sink to catch my breath, even just like after putting pants on. It was 3 days for me of, rest and a little bit of nausea. I actually only threw up once, weirdly, before dinner one time, and then it was gone. Other people have had different experiences, but my care team definitely prescribed me all the anti-nausea medicine and antacids and all this. I think I had like 12 prescription bottles on my bedside table at one point. So there are fixes for the worst side effects, which are nausea and sleeplessness. I turned to holistic support as much as I could. It wasn't realistic for everything, but as much as I could, I used natural medicine and homeopathic support to help me in any way that I could. If it didn't work, I stopped doing it, but I tried it at least. The top things that helped me for the worst side effects were for sleeplessness and anxiety, of course. Acupuncture opened up a whole new method of care for me. It was incredibly impactful for me to help me get a higher quality of sleep, to fall asleep, to feel less anxious, to just kind of take it down a notch from like an 8 to a 3. Again, it wasn't perfect, but it really helped in support of everything else I was doing on the Western medical side. For hurrying up the kind of nausea and restlessness in those 3 days, for helping to detox out the chemo and kind of keep it moving through your body, an Epsom salt bath every day for 30 minutes. I mean, not just like a little bit of Epsom salt. I put like 4 cups in, and that's a homeopathic remedy. It's called a shaman's bath. If you do 4 cups of Epsom salts and a box of baking soda, and it's super powered detoxing, which was incredibly helpful. If I didn't do that, and I ran this experiment, if I didn't do that, the nausea and the fogginess and the kind of toxic weight feeling after that infusion, after every infusion, it went away 24 hours sooner. So if you're able to help yourself detox out the chemo and get it moving through your body, it's the best thing you can do. Again, in that effort to kind of like speed up the hangover and kind of get it over with, so it's in a condensed 3 to 4 days, was tons of water. I drank so much water. I was craving water. The thing that made the most difference actually after the infusion, when I was feeling really nauseous that afternoon, I would drink a liter of water and I didn't feel like it, but honest to God, if I didn't drink it, I felt so terrible the next day. Again, it's just another way to get the chemo moving through you and out, get it to do its job and then be gone. So the worst thing you can do is to, let it kind of stagnate in there. And those 3 things made the world of difference.